Okay, so what we have now is a program and a video that Jim worked on.
Yes.
Okay.
For longer than I care to admit.
Okay, so let's take a look at CodeMonkey.
I've always loved how readable the Object Pascal programming language is. I decided it would be cool to make a program where the code was the codified lyrics to a song, and then the output was the actual lyrics to the song. So much like Walt Disney created Fantasia based on classical music, I've created a special musical number based on the music of Jonathan Coulton.
CodeMonkey, get up, get coffee. CodeMonkey, go to job. CodeMonkey, have boring meeting with boring manager Rob. Rob say CodeMonkey very diligent, but his output stink. His code not functional or elegant. What do CodeMonkey think? CodeMonkey think maybe manager wanna write login page himself. CodeMonkey not say it out loud. CodeMonkey not crazy, just proud. CodeMonkey like Fritos. CodeMonkey like Dab and Mountain Dew. CodeMonkey very simple man with big warm fuzzy secret heart. CodeMonkey like you. CodeMonkey like you. CodeMonkey hang around at front desk till your sweater look nice. CodeMonkey offer buy you soda, bring you cup, bring you ice. You say no thank you for the soda, cause soda make you fat. Anyway, you busy with the telephone, no time for chat. CodeMonkey have long walk back to cubicle. He sits down, pretend to work. CodeMonkey not thinking so straight. CodeMonkey not feeling so great. CodeMonkey like Fritos. CodeMonkey like Tab and Mountain Dew. CodeMonkey very simple man, big warm fuzzy secret heart. CodeMonkey like you. CodeMonkey like you. Lots. CodeMonkey have every reason to get out this place. CodeMonkey just keep on working. See your soft pretty face. Much rather wake up, eat a coffee cake, take bath, take nap. This job fulfilling in creative way, such a load of crap. CodeMonkey thinks someday he have everything, even pretty girl like you. CodeMonkey just waiting for now. CodeMonkey says someday, somehow. CodeMonkey like Fritos. CodeMonkey like Tab and Mountain Dew. CodeMonkey very simple man, big warm fuzzy secret heart. CodeMonkey like you. CodeMonkey like you. CodeMonkey, get up, get coffee.
This is actual Object Pascal code and was recorded in real time. You can compile it with Delphi or app method and run it on Windows, OS X, Android, and iOS. The output is the original lyrics to the song. The code will actually work as a console application as well, and so in theory could work on other platforms like Linux, etc. Just in order to make it shared code, I made it a GUI application. I hope you've enjoyed this special musical number, and my thanks to Jonathan Coulton for making and sharing this great song. You can download all my source code for this song on my website at delphi.org/codemonkey. From there you'll find links to download Jonathan Coulton's song as well.
Okay, so that's CodeMonkey. That's the newer CodeMonkey, I think. The newer version of CodeMonkey. The previous version, I think, was a command line app, right?
Yeah, the previous version was console only, so Michael suggested try and make it a multi-platform so it could run on all the platforms that we support. And I was like, oh, okay. So, I had to do a little refactoring on it and got it to work on multi-platform. And yeah, there it is.
So, do you want to? We have a little time, and I'm sure people would love to see a little bit of the project.
So here it is. The code's actually all written. It's just a straight up multi-device application here, and FireMonkey application, and the code is in the on-show event handler that you see here. And so one thing I do is I use the parallel programming library. I have this method called non-blocking that I call, that does the creates a thread or a task and runs it in a separate task. That way it's not blocking in the on-show event. So that way the on-show event can finish firing before the code shows up. But anyway, the code is written. These are all objects, and they're defined in this unit here called Joko, which is this, everybody calls Jonathan Coulton. That's his nickname. So we have a CodeMonkey object. And the CodeMonkey object has all these methods that are used in order for the different actions that he does. So he gets up, he gets coffee, he goes to a destination. Now, you may not be familiar with this syntax here, the ampersand. Put an ampersand in front of a reserved word. So go to and with and not are reserved words. Then it allows you to use it as an identifier. So yeah, you put the ampersand in there, and then the destination is a type of item. And then here's the items. And so actually I wrote a lot of this on an airplane ride. The original idea was to create a program that was the lyrics. So was to be able to write this and have this be actual lyrics. And then I was like, well, what's the program going to do when it runs? And it'd be great if it actually could output the actual output. And so what I ended up doing is, if you go to the implementation of GoTo, I have this method called slow write-len, because it would be not very interesting if it just went by that quick, and you'd actually be able to see it. So slow write-len just slowly writes things. And like I said, originally it was a console application. So it's slow write-lens, and then self.name. So self.name is, it's a person. So actually this is object-oriented. So CodeMonkey is a person, manager is a person, and then here's a person. And so a person has a name. So in CodeMonkey's constructor, believe it is, I don't see it, but anyway, somewhere it says that CodeMonkey, his name is CodeMonkey, manager's name is manager. I guess you could change manager's name to something else, but so anyway, so it writes out name GoTo. So for GoTo, he goes to, and then the destination, whatever the destination is. So we have an items array, job soda, and then it's an array of enumerations, T items, which is here. So I could have done it other ways, but I thought this would be the most flexible. So I could say a coffee cake without the spaces, instead of using type info to convert it to a string directly from the enumeration. And then the code here. So if it's a console application, then it changes, this code changes around. And so on a non-console application, it looks for a memo on the main form application, main form, find a memo. And if it can't find a memo, it'll actually create one. Right here, tmem will create, puts it on the main form. And then it sends, instead of writing write-len to the console, it sends the characters to the main form to display it. And that's the most of it. So slow character just does some, has a sleep in here, or does application process messes it, I guess. But I was experimenting with the best way to get that to flow nicely.
So for the video with the music, you laid that all together and did the screen capture, or is there playing? Did I miss it because I was looking over on Twitter? Is there playing music inside of the code as well?
So in the code,
to synchronize music to the parts of the program.
In the code, I have this line here: music start.
Okay, so you just started at the beginning,
and yeah.
So
my thought is that I would have this actual write the music, and then I realized, well, wait a second. At this point, the code's not running, so it's not actually playing the music. And so this actually does nothing, if I remember correctly. It might do. It just does a sleep one, okay. So it does basically nothing. Mm-hmm. But then what I do is actually have another program, of course. So I'll show you the other program. File, open project. CodeMonkey. Called CodeMonkey Data. Oh, there it is, man. I'm just blind. So what this does is it actually has, here, I'll run it, you can see, it has this CSV file that is saved out there. And so I actually did this in Excel. So here's the actual lyrics. And then here's the code version of that lyrics. And then here I use the send key to turn this into a send key stream. And so this is a control. So you see there's control, and then there's a space, and then code, and then enter. And so code is enough to find CodeMonkey, and then dot. And then it's good. I knew it's going to come up with the inside again, and then I had get, enter. And so that's how it goes through each line. But then what I did is I went and took the music and laid it out in Audacity and said, okay, at 306, this line of lyrics starts at 364 milliseconds. I can't remember. I think that was the unit I was using in there, and ends at 2,825 milliseconds. And so then this actually calculates the duration here. And then also I can put a little space, and I use the space to a little tweaking so I get the exact right behavior. But then the program also uses, when this runs, it monitors how long it took to go there, because sometimes things happen in the system messages and the send key doesn't go as fast as it should or something like that. So this calculates this offset based to determine if that was able to send that in the amount of time it expected to. And if it doesn't, then it actually uses that offset in order to adjust the next line so that it will maintain the timing as close as possible. So you see this one's actually faster than expected to be. So anyway, it runs through and does this. I mean, this is the actual thing. So I can actually run this again, and it will reproduce what we just saw, except it won't have the music, because then I take the actual output, the actual video recording of the code typing in the window, and I just put it in Camtasia, put the music in there, line up the start, and it all flows like you expect it to.
So you mentioned if you go back to the form in this app, is that a grid back there, or you were saying?
Oh, right here?
Yeah.
This is a DB grid.
DB grid. Got it. Okay.
And then I'm using, it just loads from the CVS file.
Okay.
CSV files, comma separated value, and puts it in the DB grid. So, yeah.
FD mem table. Got to switch to FD mem table.
I should switch to FD mem table. This is a client data set.
It's a VC. Okay, it's VCL up. It's fine. That's just your maintenance program. The other one is FireMonkey.
Right. Yeah. So this one,
as you saw, because it would run all the 4 platforms.
Yep.
Is it tablet and smartphone aware?
No,
or it's just full screen right now.
It's just full screen right now
on each device.
So I don't have different views, which I could do, but it could do that, and I could come in and add a view for a different for like a tablet, and then add that memo, because remember, for that code that looks for the memo, if it can't find the memo, it creates the memo full screen. But if you already have a memo, so if I was to come in here and modify this and add a memo here and maybe put a picture or a monkey next to it for the tablet version, it would find the memo and then put the code in the memo and leave it laid out like you want, if you want to have a custom layout.
So I think Pavel Glavatsky, he has a FireMonkey 3D model.
Oh, yeah.
From some of the earlier releases of Delphi, where you could import the 3D model of this great FireMonkey that was part painted and part grid lines, I think, and then you could have the FireMonkey dance along with the music.
There, yeah.
Kind of through animation using FMX based image animation, or just changing the position, XYZ position of the 3D FireMonkey. Yeah. There you go. There's the next thing, is the dance monkey dance along with CodeMonkey. Okay, so then it's just whatever. It's full screen, portrait mode.
Yep.
But of course, as Jim is showing, you could also create custom views.
Right. So you could have custom views in each of those. Yep. It just doesn't do that.
Yep.
I was trying to figure out a way to make it as simple so that you didn't because if you had to watch me set up some custom views, which would take me like maybe a minute or two, but people would lose interest in that video really quickly. So I was trying to make a YouTube video that would be entertaining and quickly get to the point, but then still show some of the cool functionality.
Yeah, if we dropped go to and with, which some people, would say should both go into the legacy of the past, you wouldn't have to put ampersands on those two. No. You'd still need it for like not and other things, but
and so this is something else. Originally, I had hang around at was the name of the method, and then front desk. But someone suggested that I actually change this. So front desk is actually the method hang around takes a location pointer. So it actually takes a pointer.
God, it's a pointer.
Just so that I could use the at syntax here. So it's actually at front desk. So it's a pointer to front desk is what I'm passing there.
Then we have to get rid of the pointers from the language too. Get rid of the with, get rid of the go to, get rid of pointers.
And then like takes a likable, something that's likable, or it also takes a wait, what I mean I made like that's right, likable. I made a record and I did operator overloading on it so you could do and so tab and Mountain Dew, you're able to pass those and it does operator overloading on it, and so so it can actually pass it as tab and Mountain Dew. So you can use the and here. Let's see, there's a couple other things that I thought were kind of then I liked the refactoring comment to come in here and make like a procedure so that you could just pass in procedure to say write that out, but then it wouldn't match the lyrics as well.
Yeah, so you did during Code Rage, you did a session on speech recognition and speech synthesis.
Yes.
So I guess another step with FireMonkey, maybe on Android. I guess we can't do speech recognition because Siri, there's no API for Siri on iOS.
Correct.
But for Android, you could have the app do the singing part of the words instead of instead of in the song.
There's a text-to-speech API on iOS, but not a speech recognition API.
Okay, on the other way, going back, yeah. So TTS is okay. Yeah.
Interesting thing on Android is you can actually start both at the same time. So you could say speech recognition, and then I'll talk, and then it'll hear itself talking, and it'll try and recognize what it says.
And you can check that out in Jim's Code Rage 9 session in the Object Pascal track on one of the days. It was, I think, last session, but just search Code Rage 9 speech, FireMonkey, speech recognition, speech synthesis, and you'll find that session. And Jim shows you how to do all of that in code.
So if you do this, if I was to make a console application, here, I'll do that right now. Actually, I haven't tested this since my latest change, so hopefully it still works. File, new, console application. I took out the non-blocking and then say Joe Co. So this should.
Remember our conversation earlier. This is live. He's live demoing. There.
Oh,
see, there you go. It's a live demo.
What did I do? Oh, it's calling. Something's not recognizing that it's in a console application. Okay, so apparently I broke that, so I got to fix that now. If console, that should not ever. Huh. All right. Apparently I got to play with that some more. It's trying to do a find component on a main form that doesn't exist, so I can't find it.
Okay. Well, again, there's a live demo. And a project still in development.
Yes. So I don't know if there's any other questions on CodeMonkey. I'd be happy to talk about it some more.
Any questions for Jim on CodeMonkey?
And it's already up on my page. You can now see this code here. It's on the page on delphi.org/CodeMonkey. The video's there, and then I'll zip this all up and put it up there. Although maybe I'll try and fix that last bug for a console application before posting it as well.
Okay.
So I guess this is called fluent syntax. So the idea is here that this, it returns itself. The object does. So see, bring returns. So if we go look at this, CodeMonkey bring returns a CodeMonkey, and so you can keep stringing together commands. So CodeMonkey offer by Ysoda then dot, and so we still have an instance of CodeMonkey here. So this is another method of CodeMonkey. Returns CodeMonkey, and then you can keep returning it. So it keeps you're able to chain things together, which is actually, I think it's called the fluent. Isn't it called fluent syntax when they do that? When they I think I've heard that's the term they use for that. And so then it's a way that you can string these together. CodeMonkey have returns a CodeMonkey. He, which returns
the URL is not case sensitive, right?
It shouldn't be. No.
Delphi.org/CodeMonkey. Okay. Bruce is saying yes, it's fluid.
Fluid. Okay.
Fluid.
I'll try capital M. Yeah, It's not case sensitive.
There it is. Yep.
Fluid syntax. Oh, yeah.
And then at the bottom, so look at the bottom of the blog post. It says coming soon. That'll change to a hyperlink.
I'll have a hyperlink so you can download the code.
Yep.
I don't know if I'll put up the this program source code or not. I guess if there's enough interest, people can let me know and I'll put it up. But it's kind of a hack to make it work the way it does. But anyway.
Yeah, Alf and others, you can publish the link.
Yeah, go ahead and push the link out. It's all good to go. I'm releasing him into the world.
Yep.
So the original CodeMonkey is licensed under Creative Commons non-commercial, and the video is in non-commercial share alike.
Okay, and then if you go, so you click on the Jonathan Coulton link, that takes you to his page or just to the song?
Yes, takes you to his page.
Okay. For me.
And you can buy.
And there he is.
Yep. And so all his songs are free to download, or you can buy them. So actually, I figured, well, if I'm going to make a video off of that, I should buy it. So I bought the OGG format, which is the lossless version. So that way there should be no audio degradation as I re-encoded it again, was the idea.
There seems to be some discussion about fluid versus fluent programming. Great in small doses. That should be fluent, not fluid. Yep. So, okay. Fluent, it is.
Fluent. Yeah.
Yep.
And I did email Jonathan Coulton with a copy of it and say, I want to make sure it's okay. And they said, yep, that should be fine. So we're all kosher with that.
Excellent.